What's up, everybody? Bentley Michaels here. Hey, I hope your weekend was good. I hope the last time since you heard from me, you have been doing well. How was it, huh? How was the week? That is fantastic. I'm so happy. Hey, a few apologies for last week. There was some editing stuff just because I was moving so much stuff around. There was a lot of intricacies and that sort of thing, and I kind of messed up some of the levels. Hopefully, we have it taken care of this week. However, I did find out I have an ear infection, so who knows what is going on with the levels this week. But we're going to let Chaotic Goodness talk.
I'm sorry, guys. We got to jump it. I'm sorry.
What do you do? What do you mean jump it?
You're going to do a wild jump? You're going to kill us all.
I don't have a choice.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
this isn't good.
You know what happened last time?
We're not. I got to go. Sorry. Hold on.
Guys, we're taking fire.
Land us near a hospital.
Hold on.
Like what you hear? This is a small sample of the action and excitement that await you every Monday on the Chaotic Goodness Podcast. Download us on your favorite podcast app and join us for space opera, action, adventure, and lots of console cleaning. Let the chaos begin.
Now we can be found as part of the Nerdsmith Podcast Network. Find us at nerdsmith.org.
Space? Are you kidding me, people? They're in space? Ooh, what's going to happen? Tune in. Tell me. Should I listen? Shouldn't I listen? Oh, you should definitely go listen to them after you've listened to us and left us a 5-star review on Podbean, iTunes, all that sort of stuff. We'll read them on the air, but listen to the music.
In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of Chaotic Amateurs.
Welcome back to Chaotic Amateurs, iTunes #1 D&D 5e Play podcast. Welcome to Season 3, folks. Episode 3. I'm your host and DM, Bentley Michaels. To my right, I have...
Caleb is Yamhorn Darrell.
Dash as Peleus Eonearth.
Rhett as Dark Dragonsbane.
Milo is Ren.
And last time, folks, our heroes started their island adventure on the Treasured River. They met a talking parrot, of course, which gave them a riddle or just the facts. We'll let the players decide.
It was just facts. Peleus is an idiot.
And as they started down the Treasured River, they blow darts. Oh, somebody got poisoned. And then there was action, water adventure. Ren lost his cloak. Oh, no. And only because he crit failed. And if he fell into the water, I didn't want him to fly out. That's how it works. And then, archers, Peleus, bringing out the firebolt guns again. Just melting fools and making them turn into, pirate puddles once they hit the water.
Ooey goop.
Yep. And where we last left you were in a more jungly area, about 10 feet on either side of you as you're... And it's a little bit more calm. You are moving at a bit faster of a pace, but the water, you're not jumping up and down or anything like that. It's just, it seems to sort of be picking up. And there's jungle sounds all around you. Jungle sounds.
So far, this has been way easier than they made it sound like it was.
We said that last time, and then I got an arrow in the shoulder.
Nothing bad has happened to me yet.
Yeah, I got bit by a fish.
I pull out my dagger and I stab Duroc. There.
How was that?
Okay, roll.
Oh, is this our first of Season 3, the Duroc versus Yami show?
You don't just get to stab me. You got to roll.
Fight.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Bailey starts poking them both with
Come on, you bunch of pansies. Huh?
I go to the front of the boat and start looking out.
Okay.
Peleus has personally asked me not to challenge anybody, and I think that includes you, Yamhorn.
Okay, whatever you say. I take my spot back on the bench, but with shield, not ore.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I will see this fight happen. I'm going to put money on someone.
That's hilarious. All right.
So does the river just keep going?
Yeah, you're just kind of trekking along. Once
right.
again, I'd like you all to make me some perception checks.
21.
Mm-hmm.
18.
Mm-hmm.
16.
14.
Wow, you guys actually did it. Okay. Then now I want you all to roll me a dexterity, just your dexterity, because ooh boy,
3.
4. 10.
Modded 20.
Okay, Yamhorn with that shield out. Yamhorn with the shield out. You just beat me because I got a 19. Duroc 14.
11.
And you missed with the
11.
Okay, good. Beat you. Palish, you got a 3.
3.
So I beat you with my 15, and you got a Ren 4. Beat you with my 17. All right.
Jeez. You're rolling hot over there.
No, I didn't with any of those attackers with bow and arrows last episode. They all just missed everybody.
Yeah, they all melted.
Yeah, I melted them.
I melted them.
Oh, man. You guys are going to see 4 huge tigers jump.
What?
Straight, just like in almost perfect like fashion. You guys notice the bushes moving, and at the last second, these tigers come out.
So this is a theme park
Are these
ride.
real tigers, or are they gonna like?
They're animatronic. Yeah.
Yeah. They just kind of.
They're all druids, and now you guys are all going to fight on the boat.
Are they like those humanoid tigers? What are they called? That there's like a one race. Tabaxi, yeah.
Yeah. No, they're actual tigers.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm going to roll some slashing damage. It's almost like there you go, and they go and they kind of jump from behind and forward as you guys are coming through, and they're all going to slash at you. Yamhorn, you get it in the shield and are fine.
Woo.
See, Peleus, 1d6 plus 3, 6 slashing across your arm. Duroc, 9 slashing across you. And Little Ren, 8 slashing across you. He just sort of gets your back. He corrects midair and like drags that last claw as he goes across. And now they're back in the bushes, kind of going alongside the boat.
I yell out, "Did you guys see that?"
They're tigers. They hurt.
Duroc's chosen prey is tigers, so he takes half damage and deals double damage to tigers.
Okay.
Is that true?
No.
That would be awesome.
Idiot.
Like,
You sold it.
Wow.
You sold
So
that.
specific.
I always think those things, and I'm like, is this ever?
I did a lot of
gonna
training in Versberg.
He built this character
every
just to fight
occasion.
tigers.
I trained just for this in case a magic show went wrong.
I was gonna say, it's like when they had lions, kill heretics,
Yeah.
but in Versberg it's tigers. So.
Yeah. Oh man. So I'll give you guys just a brief moment to deliberate on what you'd like to do. You can kind of see them running now that you're aware of them, similar to like the folks with the blowguns earlier.
So, guys, I think the plan that we've been going with seems to work. We'll just hide under the shield, let him fireball. We're good.
Total defense.
You guys know I don't have fireballs forever. I will run
I don't know
out
how
of
wizarding
spells.
It's not
works.
something you would cast all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. It always seems like you have fireballs,
Yeah.
so that's all we have
Our
to go off of.
experience.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so I can see, how many are there? 4?
There's 4. There's 2 on each side, and you
Okay,
can kind of see them weaving in and out, just like the guys before.
Okay, so I'm going to, the ones on the left, I'm going to shoot something at them.
Okay.
is it a fireball by chance?
Are they visible? Like,
Yeah.
can I actually all be
Yeah,
able
they're
to probably...
invisible.
Yeah, you can see
tigers.
them. Like I mean,
Okay.
even though there's like brush and stuff, like you can see them as they're cutting through.
Are
and-
they invisible tigers? Yeah, I'm going to shoot burning hands.
yeah,
so
they're green tigers. They're like He-Man's tigers, so they blend in.
it's a 15-foot cone, and each creature in that must make a dex saving throw.
Okay,
So,
sure.
yeah.
They've got decent decks.
Yeah.
All right.
They
And-
are giant cats, so
True.
should have went with something lame like a Constitution a Wisdom saving throw. How
Okay.
wise can these tigers be?
So one got a 22, the other one got a 5. So I'm going to say that the one closer to closer to you, we'll say they're sort of staggered, and the one that was closer to the water, and the other one was sort of like more inside and up a little bit. So it just got out of the reach, but the other one, he gonna get it.
Okay, so the one who failed, we'll do him first.
Okay.
He takes 3d6.
Great.
11 damage.
Great.
And then half damage on the one who succeeded. So I don't know. That's what, a 1 then? Would that just be a 1? If half at 3? 1 or 2?
I think so.
I think it's 1. Okay.
Rounded down.
So he'll take
Seems reasonable.
3.
Okay.
Do you
And
add
it's-
anything like your intelligence modifier? No. He says
Yeah,
no.
there should be a spell attack bonus, isn't there?
Normally there for casters.
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
Really?
No, I don't think I can do anything.
Because it was a DC save for me. It wasn't like a normal
Right,
spellcasting attack.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I think there's like feats or
Yeah,
something you can take.
at 10th level, I can add my intelligence modifier to the damage, so I could have added 7 to each if I'm at level 10. But yeah, so 3 on that guy, and then what I said for the other one. What was it 11?
11?
11, yeah.
Okay. So, and it was burning hands, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so you just shoot cone of fire out of your hands?
Yeah, like this.
Okay.
It actually describes it that way, doesn't it?
Creepy.
It does.
You put your
It
thumbs
describes it
together
like
and
this.
you.
Oh, you put your thumbs together?
Yeah, there's even a picture of a girl in it going,
Okay, so you do your
noise.
burn. My fingers are warm. And so you do half of a Hova sign and shoot your fingers out and fire erupts out and like I said you catch the main tiger and he does not enjoy that at all. His little tail's on fire, and the other one, kind of gets some this isn't the word, but I can only think backwash. it like brushes off, he basically shields him, so he sort of gets it surrounds the other one and then just tickles the one in front. And you have halved the life of the main one, and then the other one is just kind of singed a little bit. Maybe we'll have some cool battle scars if he gets back to his pack, and all the lady tigers are going to love it.
So yeah, Ren is a little jealous of all this damage Peleus is doing, so
Same
he's going to
here.
shoot a guiding bolt to the other direction at one of those tigers.
Okay, are you guys all wanting to attack?
I'm gonna draw my dagger and get ready in case one hops back on the boat.
I just kind of figured we could row fast and get past these guys.
I mean, they are running, and they've got a speed of 50 feet.
So they could probably just keep up with us.
Yeah,
Because they're tigers.
Until we get to the next spot.
You assume there is one, like another break.
Fine.
We don't know there is.
They asked me not to challenge anybody, but dang it, these tigers.
All right, when I said don't challenge anyone, I meant when we were in town. I didn't mean on this adventure.
All right, now Ren, what did you want to do?
Guiding bolt on the other side, where
The other side?
yeah, where those tigers are. Whichever.
Can
tiger.
it do multiple attacks? Or
It's only one.
okay, same sort of scenario. One sort of closer, one sort of they're staggered just a little bit, and one's more on the inside. One's
Is there
on the-
one bigger looking?
They look about the same
Okay,
size.
so I'll just go
but
with
I
the
mean,
front
bigger in the sense that one is closer to you.
Okay, yeah,
So-
that'll work.
Perspective.
So yeah, roll for that.
Yeah. You want to roll for the one closest to you?
Yeah,
Okay,
and that's going to be 17.
great hit.
That's 4d6 radiant damage.
Well, fart.
Well, fart.
This tiger may be joining his friend in the fiery pits of Hooligan's basement.
So that's 17 radiant damage, and everybody has advantage on attack rolls against him.
Whoa.
Gang up.
Nice. Well, on which side was that?
He attacked the front one on the opposite side, so he got
Oh, so
basically
you got
the
the other
mirror
ones.
version of yours. Yeah.
And yeah, that's an action.
Okay, great. So, and what does it look like?
It's a radiant light that extends from the sky down onto the.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so they're running along, and you do some Ren stuff with your hands, and it kind of looks over at the boat to make sure they're gonna keep up, and it turns around and is like, "Brr," and runs right into this radiant light. It just goes right through it, and it comes out. As it goes through it. It comes out the other side looking much worse for the wear. It is charred and it is slowed down significantly to where it's kind of at a trot, whereas before they were at a decent. They weren't going as fast as you could because you guys weren't just chugging down but it is definitely kind of cantering now in the background. Like, just go ahead. I'll catch you.
Should we roll for initiative? Are we in?
Yeah, that's why I was asking. I wanted to get him first, but if I've got 3 lions left, and tiger. Sorry, I'm using the lion stats, but I like tigers better because Calvin and Hobbes. Okay, so I've got 3 tigers. Just hold on 1 second. T1, T2, the best. T3, not so good. Okay, T1.
Oh, I got it. I got what you're saying.
18. T2 was a natural 20. T4 was a 4. All right, Yamhorn.
Modded 20.
Okay, make a little asterisk. Peleus.
Natural 1 plus 1, a 2.
Very good. Duroc.
8.
All right, and Ren.
Also 8.
Okay.
Rolling hot.
You guys want to roll off to see who goes, or do you just want me to do it alphabetical?
18.
21.
Well.
Wowzers.
Sweet. Okay, so at this point, it is going to be Tiger T2's turn. And 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. It's going to be T2's turn, and he is the one that didn't get hit at all the last time on Peleus' side. He watched his friend he's like, whoa.
He got 3 damage.
He did?
Yeah, he got 3 damage, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Ren's side, because Ren did the light, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, and so he's at full, and then T1 is like got 3 left, and T2, and then how much? It was 17, right? And then okay. So. T2 is seeing his friends getting screwed up. Like, he's like, oh, well, I got to do something. So he is going to, let's see here.
It's very noble tigers would be thinking like that.
Well, it's, cinematic. And, okay, so he's going to attack Duroc. He's going to make another leap across. He crit failed.
Excellent. Furthermore,
So,
I'd like to expend one of my superiority dice to do a counterattack as he zooms past me.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Got him.
He got gone.
He's done.
He's slowing. Yeah, the one that Ren bolted is not keeping up with the pack as much anymore. So unless you guys slow down, he's just going to eventually
peel off.
12 damage to him.
Okay.
Or
so
her.
definitely a guy. Definitely a guy.
You can tell as it zooms over you.
That's a male tiger.
Yeah, and so the tiger, he kind of like he comes running up on your left hand side, and he starts to bank real hard and jump back, but right at the last second, at the edge, the rock crumbles a little bit. So when he jumps, he and like he doesn't get a good tiger leap, and he kind of like is flailing in the air, belly facing right towards you, and you slash him through. And just for some fun Duroc stuff, his stomach explodes and blood splatters all over your beard.
Yeah.
And you just see the carcass hit like the rock, sort of angled rock wall, and the other side is just boom, and you kind of hear some crunch, and it just sort of slides down into the river. And now you're down to 2 tigers.
Sounds about right. Yeah. I just got blood, like chunks in my beard and hair.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the one that Peleus hit, so he wasn't feeling great, and he was like, "Well, this is my last ditch effort. Make Dad proud." No, never mind. I regret everything.
Attack the one who's not doing anything.
So yeah, he didn't like how quiet you were, and so great. So there's 2 tigers left, 1 on each side, and Yamhorn, you are next.
All right, I asked Duroc, can you use the rope to get me back if I go over to the go over to the edge?
Why don't I just tie the rope to you now?
Because that would take too long. Just answer yes or no.
And I tell the rope to tie around his waist real quick.
Okay.
Cool. Don't do it yet.
Okay.
I misty step. That's why. Because the rope would. I misty step over to the one that Ren bolted. I want to misty.
You mean behind you?
Oh shoot!
Yeah,
that one peeled off. Okay, so whichever one is left.
Okay. Please understand that you were moving and that he is running probably at about a 25, like an entire movement speed of yours or so.
Mm-hmm. So you mean like timing wise, this is going to be difficult?
Yeah, unless you got a Bulgurum in you, like
I
you
feel
guys
like
are moving. You're not just like sitting there and.
He's tried it before. He's going to try it again. I want to misty step to mount this tiger and then just stick my dagger right in it.
If this works, this is going to be better than the Bulgurum.
On the shore.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because last time that's what gave you the idea. He tried to misty step, and then he he didn't do it right.
I ended up on the ground.
Yeah. He misty stepped and just misjudged the horse and landed on his butt.
Yeah.
It's funnier he lands on his bottom. All right, He-Man, mount that tiger, man. Woo. Misty step. I will allow it. Cool. I'm going to write down a number here that I want you to beat. Should you add anything to your misty step? I'm going to say wisdom because you're calculating, time and space and movement.
Are you sure?
Wouldn't it be like acrobatics?
I would say if he was jumping, from the boat onto him, I would say acrobatics. Since he's doing a magical thing, I would say he has to concentrate.
And it's got to be wisdom because if you were truly wise, you wouldn't do it.
And since he's magically teleporting and that sort of stuff. But if he was physically jumping, I'd tell you to do athletics.
Yeah. I'm definitely misty stepping. 12.
With your wisdom?
I have a 0 wisdom. So.
Oh God. I always think because you're
a half elf.
Yeah.
This is the guy who tried to steal a shield after the DM was like, or you could just do all of these other steps to get the shield for free. And he's like, I'm definitely going to steal it from this.
All right, bud. You got a 12?
Yeah.
You missed it by 2. So you misty step right behind the tiger. And you go, yeah! And then you bring your dagger down into nothing. You stab a plant.
Oh.
And I'm going to...
Screw you, plant.
Just stabbing a fern.
Yeah.
Am I doing it, guys? Doing?
He rolled a 19 perception to see if he...
Caught on to you.
Okay. And he's going to stop, hit the brakes, and turn around as your party continues to go down the river with the left tiger.
Rock that rope. That rope would be nice.
Can I throw him the rope?
Yeah. I mean, but not until your next turn.
Oh, it's cool. I got it. I'll be fine.
How does the boat move?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're moving. You're probably, about like 20-ish.
I'll catch up, guys.
Okay, so it's going to be 40 feet.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
one of these days, I'm going to get that move to work.
Not all of us can be like Duroc.
All right. So, let's see here. In the pecking order, Tiger 1 with an 18. That's the one that Peleus lit up. He doesn't know what else to do. He's a tiger, so he's going to try to attack that boat. And let's see here. I'm going to roll a d4 to pick which player he attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I hope it doesn't. Yeah. They better not double up on me.
Yeah, well, then if it's a 1, then it doesn't count. It's a 3.
They're just surrounding me.
Duroc.
I'm out of reactions.
Sucker.
Also, I'm going to see something real quick. With an 18, that other tiger that was falling behind is newly invigorated with prey on the coming up behind you. So with so now Duroc, let me get my Duroc dice. Here we are. Ooh, 15 to hit.
Miss.
Nerds. All right, similar to last time, he's going to be running and jumping, and he's going to try to claw at you. And he just misjudges and kind of like jumps almost. He misjudges like where you guys go by, so it's like he jumps through the middle of the boat, and just like he was going to swipe with his right, and then he's like, "What? No!" And then like you just sort of feel his tail like flip the back of your neck, and he's now on the other side,
slashing at a plant
with Yamhorn,
great.
where all 3 tigers are now on that side.
Nice.
Wait, there's 3?
I thought there's only 2 left.
But
there was
caught
the
back
one
up.
that fell behind.
But now
he, as he saw Yamhorn appear, he's going to be creeping up.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
now, as you guys are still moving down the river. Let's see here. That was 18. Duroc,
It's been a good
you were
run
up.
with him. So how far are the tigers from me?
As you continue to move, I would say that one just flew over you. So that one that's on the bank that just flew over you, less than 10 feet. The other ones are probably about 20-ish or so feet now, back with Yamhorn.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Use your rope to stop the boat.
So
As Ren, you say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's what I would like to do.
Okay.
I mean, you guys don't have a way of stopping the boat at all on your own?
I mean, I could take all the water out of the river, and
I
couldn't take that much.
Yeah.
So what if I
The river goes down by
dropped
half
my
inch.
rope for you guys to use, and then used my ring of jumping to leap to where Yamhorn is?
So your solution is to leave us on the
I
boat?
just want to kill these tigers.
All right, do it.
They're his chosen enemy,
Do
or
it,
whatever
yeah,
he said.
do it.
So Ren's like, use your rope, and I like throw it to him.
Is that what you meant?
And I'm like, dude, I can fly.
And then I use my ring of jumping to leap. I want to aim kind of like right for where, like, the nearest tiger to Yamhorn is, and I can jump presumably like 60 feet.
Is that what it says?
I think so. I think it's
it
like
doubles.
twice my
Yeah.
speed.
Okay. So you want to jump to the one that just tried to attack you?
Sure.
I'm just asking what you want to do.
I was
or
kinda
do you want to
thinking-
get in the middle next to Yamhorn?
Yeah, I was thinking between Yamhorn and the closest tiger to him.
Okay, that was the one that was at full health, basically. So, okay. And then I would say that the other one that was sort of falling back is about 30 feet away. It's about like one round away from getting there.
Okay.
And then the other one, I would say, that just like clipped over you is about like one round away from getting there as well.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay, so ring and jumping, it just does it, or I forget how it works.
Yeah, I just cast the jump spell to just jump really far. So
Okay.
if you want me to like roll for like aiming correctly or something, I can do that. But
If you would like to do something super cool, if like because like the one tiger is sort of like closer to Yamhorn, and if you're gonna jump straight to him, you know, if you wanted to try to best
better not mount
Yamhorn,
him and
if you
kill him.
if you wanted to mount him,
okay, that's
and
what I'll do.
and do the jungle Bulgurum,
All right,
I swear to God.
that's what I'll do.
Duroc 2 Bulgurum in the jungle.
Yeah. All right, going for that Bulgurum.
The thing that frustrates me the most is that I invented the move. I just, yeah, you are the one that performs it. This dice is.
Yeah, if I add my athletics, it was 17.
That's good.
Yes.
You beat the tiger's armor class, and by enough. Like if it was only one, I just allow you to land next to it. But you beat it by 5. So, Duroc, take me there. What would you like to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Describe it to me in all the details.
While
So,
he's looking me in the eye, he's
literally-
just like.
As you're flying through the air, you signal. You go Yumhorn. He looks over and you jump and look at him the whole time. Now go.
Yeah. So I like to, I see him do this move, and like my rope just like plops on the ground as he like misty steps away, and I'm like, oh, that's how it is, huh? And I like throw the rope to Ren, barely hearing him, and I'm like, Yumhorn, and I leap through the air, and I feel like I have, my sword above me, and I'm just like staring only at Yumhorn in the eyes the whole time. And then, I want to land like right on this creature's, right on his shoulders, basically.
Yeah, right, like where a saddle would be for a tiger. Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I just want to like stab him.
Okay.
Through the body.
All right. Make me.
I feel like you're just jealous.
And maybe I did a flip in
think
there
of
too,
these
or
moves,
something.
and then
I would say that you jumped out like you were diving and then did a flip and then like came down and.
Yeah,
as you were flipping, you drew the sword.
Of course.
Oh my
you can't see
gosh.
it. You can't see it, but Yumhorn is rolling
he's
his eyes.
literally done nothing the entire time.
I know.
What's more too is like, so since my face and beard
all
are
the
just
blood?
caked with blood. Yeah, so it's like a stream of red kind of trailing behind me.
It drips on the tiger that just jumped over.
Yeah,
sure.
of course.
Yeah.
Man, you get all the fun.
Okay, so my
Maybe
attack
not.
would be 14.
Still hit him.
And I just did 15 damage.
Wow. Okay. Well, so you do all the cool stuff. You come flying right down, and I'm gonna say at the last second you realize that maybe landing on him might, hurt your Durox. So you land like right beside him and jam it down right in between like that front haunch or whatever.
Yeah.
And it goes right through there, and he is not happy.
Nice.
And it hurts a lot, but you have done him a significant amount of damage.
Okay, and I'll just attack him again real quick too.
Okay.
25 to hit.
Hit.
Use my savage attacker feat.
Is it more than 5?
Yeah.
Cool. So you come down superhero land, like, Deadpool, boom, one knee right through, stand up, sword in the stone out, and then come up and right under his head, and you chop its head off.
Yeah. Can the head land on Yumhorn?
The neck is just squirting out.
Normal D20, B to 15.
No! I rolled a 2.
All right.
Thought it was gonna be. It was like. 10.
And I say,
20.
that would have been cooler if you had.
You do it so cleanly. Draken's Toter is so sharp that it just goes straight up, and it holds there for a second, and then the head slides down and the body falls over on its side.
Excellent. Can the eyes just be locked on Yumhorn then? They're just like.
Yeah, it's open mouth with its tongue hanging out. Like, what happened? Why did you let him do this?
I'm still stabbing a plant.
Yeah. Back, you say. Back. Ha. All right, Ren, you are up.
I look at this happen, and I'm kind of impressed, but I'm going to take the rope. And
Okay.
I don't know how to use it, so I'm just going to tie it off on the boat.
Okay.
Can I get up and fly and tie it around a tree so that the boat stops?
Sure. I mean, if you wanted to if you were tying it around yourself, you could just fly in place.
Oh.
Or fly back with it. You're like
So
the
you tow
tugboat
the
or
boat.
something.
It wouldn't drag me down or anything?
I'm going to say in this cinematic action package and the music's rip roaring right now. No, screw it. Let's do it.
I'm the only one in the boat,
Yeah.
so it's a boat and me.
So, I'm not saying
we
you
all
get
need
like
to get
your. I'll say whatever your flying speed is halved
60.
since you're going back the other way. So it's like you're kind of just oh boy. You are.
That's
you are
cool.
Just kind of like it takes you a second to get like adjusted to it or whatever, and then you start kind of like you feel the river going. You're chugging along. You're still moving, but it's definitely slowing you down a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, so I do that. Do I have any other actions available, or?
I would say if you're tying a rope around, flying up, and start going the other way, probably not.
Okay, yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Taking it back, and I will say by your next turn, you will be back with them, and that sort of thing. Let's see here. Peleus, you're being told back to the adventure. You've got that one tiger that jumped over its back is to you, and then you see off in the distance that other one's still sort of like it's slowed down again because it's kind of like rut-row.
So how far away are they? Are they? The two tigers aren't together?
No. There was one right by Yamhorn, and then there was the one that was like left.
That jumped over it.
I'm gonna cast Shatter on T1 on Tiger 1.
All right.
Yeah, so it's just a 10-foot radius, so basically just on him, essentially. It's
Okay.
Constitution saving throw. Got to beat 15.
What are these guys' constitutions?
I feel like before that, there was all this cinematic action happening with the tigers and blades and stuff, and then it pans over, and it's just Ren tugging a boat slowly, with Peleus like in a
Peleus just looking through some pouches, like, what can I do?
This'll be gross. Now, your thing is to like outgross him. You're like, I'll cut off a head. I'll show you.
We'll do something real nasty.
All right, and I had to beat a what?
15.
Oh well, hey, look at that crit fail. So,
okay, so
I'm going to tell you this in all cinematic glory that you would like to describe it.
Sweet. Okay, so I'll roll for it. Don't worry.
It has a heart attack. You don't see anything, but it just falls over dead. Yeah.
So what? Oh, here, I'll describe what Shatter is so you guys get the full effect.
Okay.
A sudden, loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. A creature who fails it takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save.
All right.
So here we go. $17 damage. And so what happens is you see the tiger start to kind of stumble because it seems like it's having troubles, and then it's like it's starting to paw at its own face.
Okay.
And it starts clawing its own skin off of its head.
Oh my gosh.
And it claws its own eye out, and then it's like pawing away at its own ears.
Uh-huh.
And eventually its head is a bloody pile as it kind of slumps over, and its tongue falls out, and yep.
Winks at Yamhorn.
It's just blood is flowing out of its every orifice on its face. Brain matter comes out of its
I look at
nose.
Duroc.
Yeah. So he just shredded his own head, basically.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what happens, and then, like, you know, it kind of like loses its balance and falls into the river, and just you see it kind of like plop up once, and then just kind of sink down in. Peleus, you're like, that's how it's done.
Hey, Duroc, do you see that? What I did? I made it claw its own face off. Oh, that was hilarious.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
In a good way.
It was fine, I guess.
Takes a lot to impress you, doesn't
I'm
it?
going to do that to you.
I mean, I jumped over here and did mine. You just were like, ooh.
I will tell you this, that the other tiger was like, nope, want to make it to retirement, and it turned around and walked off.
All right.
Yeah, it went, it turned around and walked off.
Well, it's going to have to outrun me, so.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
You can do that if you want.
No.
Well, Duroc, back to the boat.
I would like to collect some of this, like, tiger pelt if I can.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
if you guys, I will say that Ren tugboats it back, gets to the, finds a decent tree stump. You kind of like, he's got a little dock there with the rope and everything. You guys can all reconvene up there as Duroc skins this thing. And
yeah, I'm gonna go over to the one that I
was gonna say, if you want to scavenge for.
Yeah, I would like to take the eye of the tiger.
Okay.
I get it.
Like the song.
That's good.
Yeah, I'd also like to get some of the tiger blood as well and put it in like a vial. A little vial of tiger blood.
Yeah.
I would. So I want to take the tiger pelt off the body, and then I want to put the head on the bow of our dinghy.
This ridiculous looking dinghy with this fierce tiger head on it. Lovely.
I'm gonna
Lovely.
I'm gonna cut one of its paws off with one of my daggers, and I'm eventually gonna turn those tiger claws. And I'm going to take some of its teeth out. Because when it was dying, its teeth all rattled and fell out.
Sure.
So I'm going to take some of its tiger teeth, and I want to make a cool necklace out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe I'll give it to one of you guys.
I'm hearkening back to what I've seen Ren do. I pick up some dirt and I spread it on the carcasses. And
Ren loves it.
And just hope that I did something right. Because I definitely didn't do any damage to anything this far.
Peleus walks over and spits on the tigers.
Yumhorn, I
Screw your priest.
Yeah.
I think the Bulgurum move is meant to be done by jumping. Like, I don't think the Misty Step thing is going to work.
Hey, man, you do you. That's cool. I mean, it's my move, but whatever. You can do it the old-fashioned way. We'll call it that.
Cool.
All right.
So you guys are there.
Harvesting tiger.
Harvesting tiger.
Harvesting tigers. Gross.
I feel like after we're done, too, somebody's going to be like, Durak, you got a little... I'm like, what?
Not so much here or here.
In the face is just red.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, let's get back on the boat, guys. Let's go.
All right, I think we're done with the tiger stuff, and so we're going to get back on the boat.
Okay.
And we're going to start back on our way.
Okay.
I coil up my rope. Take it back from Ren. Thank you.
I untie it.
Yeah, why don't you just tow us the rest of the way? Because don't you have 6 hours of flight?
No, I have like as much flight as I want, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Well, I can fly.
Yeah, there was some sort of penalty or something.
It's like
if you did
6.
it.
Yeah, I think it's 6 hours.
Yeah.
And then I start taking damage or something.
Okay. All right, let's cruise.
Okay.
I'd rather ride in the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys get back into the boat, and you continue to make your way down the river. You start to kind of circle around to the right, and you notice that like this central landmass that has kind of been there the whole time since you went left is now skinning, and you notice to the right, if what you assume is if you had gone right, this is where that one comes back around and you guys meet back up. And the two waterways meet back up. But as you're meeting back up and you see much more jagged, craggy sides on either side, it's much, it's not as smooth. Everything else has looked kind of chilled pretty much, or like natural. This definitely looks violent looking as far as rocks, a lot of sharp angles and that sort of thing. And the water is starting to pick up, and you're noticing there's a lot of rocks and a lot of boulders and things like that picking out. And it actually harkens back to when you first met Peleus, and you guys had to navigate the rocks in his boat. You're being sort of sucked in. So obviously, because that's the only way the ride, it kind of just like it's like folding in and you're going down, and it's just sort of picking you up, and it's almost like the water slide, where the water's coming out like at the top, and it's like, well, shoot you off into there. Here you go. See ya. So we're going to what I think we're going to do here is Durak and Yamhorn are still rowing, and then Peleus is directing, leading. And Yamhorn, Ren is basically the scout, the spotter up there in the front. So what I'm going to have you do is we're going to do some like rapid rolls here. So everyone just grab their D20s. Peleus, let's see. I would say I want you to add your charisma.
All right.
Ren, I want you to add your what would be the smartest thing for you, like, because you're perceiving everything, just your normal perception. Okay, and then Yamhorn and Durak, I want you to add your strength/athletics modifier.
Just set this up perfectly.
Sweet.
I don't know how your charisma is, I guess.
Okay.
And so everyone, you guys are going through.
Do we seeing this coming up? Do we have an idea that okay, this is what we're
Yeah,
gonna
you
need
can't
to
go
do?
anywhere because
Okay.
like the center landmass that's sort of been there the whole time on your right, as you went through. Now, like as I said, as you kind of come around the bend, you see another. You know, you had a wall on your side. You see a wall on that side, and you see like the other, and you're like, oh, that's if we'd gone right, that's where we'd be coming out anyway. And now you guys are being funneled right into this down and kind of funneled into this skinnier, violently looking thing, and you guys are.
I lean over to Duroc and I say, 5 gold says I do better than you on this.
I will keep track of that.
I'm not allowed to challenge anybody.
I'm
but
challenging
I am allowed
you.
to accept challenges. It's on, you little pansy.
All right.
So seeing this rough road ahead and knowing that these guys are going to be using a lot of their strength to dodge around these rocks, I'm going to give them bull strength with enhanced ability.
Okay.
Cast it at level 2 so they both get it.
And that does what?
Advantage on strength checks.
I'm going to be 5 gold richer.
All right, so everyone has their modifiers and everything.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so you guys are starting to go through, and you see some crags, like sort of a very sort of basic, general crag up here on your right. Peleus points it out to you. We hope everyone roll 20s. Go.
Oh, no. I'm a halfling.
Peleus got a natural 20.
All right. Peleus got a natural 20. Ren?
24. I actually rolled a 1, but I get to re-roll it because I'm halfling.
Yep, I love that. All right, so Ren's like, coming up on our right, and Paley screams out, all right, everybody on our right, you, Baldy, pull back your oar, you, beard boy, push forward, take us left. And Yamhorn and Duroc were what?
Modded 20.
And what?
14.
All right, well, you beat the 12 this time. It's an easier one. So
there's a 1.
you get it, and like you zip around, and then it starts to almost seem to, like, whereas before it's also all kind of just been like natural curves and then just like straightaways. This one you seem to like zip left like really hard, and you're bumping and and there's a lot of and now everyone roll again. Ren, what do you got?
24.
All right, good. Peleus?
12.
Okay. And Ren and Yamhorn and Duroc?
22.
25.
All right.
God, this is...
So sorry. Who won the last round? It was Duroc.
Yeah.
No, I won both of them.
No, the first round. Sorry, the first round.
I did.
Oh, Yamhorn.
Yeah.
Yamhorn.
And then you just won this one.
Yeah.
All right.
2 for 2.
You better believe I'm keeping track.
Yeah, I know you are. It's really important to you.
I am too. All right. So
I'm upset about the Bulgurum, really.
yeah.
I pull my tiger pelt closer around me.
You're okay. So now as you're starting to go through these more violent things, this is like a little bit more of a zigzag. So it's like, you guys are exchanging oars, boom, boom, and Yamhorn's just like not even looking. He's only looking at you, and he's like watching your arms, and like, and Peleus is shouting out. Peleus is sort of like loses his balance for a second. He's like, oh, well, yes, zigzag, and not as confident in this one, and you guys like start to now you drop, and everyone right now roll me whatever I had you roll before. I forget what I said when you guys had to stay on the boat.
Constitution?
No, it was
strength. Was it just straight strength?
I think it was like athletics, wasn't it?
Yeah,
athletics, strength.
Hey, since I have advantage on vessels, does that count for this little dinghy?
I was waiting for you to bring that up.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to bring it up on all vessels in the water.
So to stay on, I got a modded 20.
Okay, good.
Athletics, right?
Yeah.
27.
Good.
15.
Good.
Natural 20.
Great. All right, so you guys like go up, and it's sort of like a nice little sort of 10-foot drop, and you kind of like go over the edge for a second. You're like, oh, and like you go down, and you guys, Peleus, being the natural 20 roller that he is, puts his hands on his hip, and right before he hits the water, leans back and like kicks like the back part of the boat and angles it perfectly, so you go zhoosh, and you hit it, and you're like, ha.
Yeah, that's
Captain
right.
Morgan's.
He's just like surfing on this boat now.
Nailed it.
Yeah, pretty much. And now though it's getting a little bit more, bigger. You're kind of it harkens back to you guys the slide in the forest with Ashwin. You guys, it's starting to take you up, and it's starting to take you left a little bit. So everyone, roll me back to the steering and the directing modifiers.
9.
Okay. Paley, sorry.
12.
Okay. Duroc.
23.
What? I rolled a 27 last time, but it's just for like not getting knocked off.
Okay, so you rolled a 12. Paley?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So so you start to like go up and curve, and it's almost like you're drifting along the side of this wall here. Yamhorn picking up the slack. You start to go a little too high, and he like takes his oar and like pushes you and like knocks you like back into the right place. Duroc, control of Yamhorn, and Ren, you get hit with water and get like knocked from the front, and your back kind of hits the bench that they're sitting on. Like you land like right between them and got water in your mouth or whatever, and you're starting to like slip down now to the right. So everyone roll again.
There's a quipper stuck in your mouth after the water clears.
24.
15.
Good.
26.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, Duroc got one.
Which works out because now we're it's like you're going down and you're coming up on this side, so you're shooting down to the right, and then the boat's coming up, and Paley says like, all right, everyone lean to the left, and he's totally moto surfing, by the way. He's like up there just like enjoying it as like your ass end like goes up and around, and this time like Yamhorn is like, oh, this is harder when like the waves are going like that, and then Duroc like pushes you off like once you get to the peak, and like, that's how it's done, Yam, or whatever talk some trash to him.
It's all about keeping the flash out of the real work, Yamhorn.
I see you watched my last 3. Learn something?
Yeah, you're showing off too much.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And now you're going to come down into like a more like you realize that you're not turning anymore. You're just angling down, and you guys are speeding up ridiculously fast. Now, however, you guys are going to start. Ren, you will say, and Peleus, you both notice that like it's a left and a right. We're going to have to do some real specific guiding here. So, I am taking into account, even if someone rolls low, everyone else's roll, like working as a team here and kind of averaging things. So, everyone roll.
Seven.
I love that sound.
Peleus?
13.
Nice.
18.
23.
Oh, yeah.
This game.
All right. So, Peleus, Ren still sort of like getting himself like back up. Doesn't like he sees it, but he's still wiping the water out of his eye and that sort of stuff. And Peleus is like, all right, coming up, we've got 3 more. We got a right, left, right. And he kind of like clicks his feet. Like now he's like just standing up on the edges of the boat. And he's balancing, and he clicks, and you got a 19 or
23
and a
18
and an 18. That's what. Okay, so you guys do it well enough. It's I left, right, left. So luckily Yamhorn's on the left, and he
lucky for you.
I love how good these rolls are, but you guys are still like, nah.
He steers and then kind of slaps Duroc, and then Duroc like looks at him, and that makes him steer, and then Yamhorn steers back, and you've passed the first volley. Now you're picking up more speed, so like the number's going to get a little bit higher here. So we're getting a little bit more difficult territory. Everyone roll again.
15.
Good.
10.
Oh.
16.
19.
Oh, 5-1. Okay, averaging out. Yeah, you guys just make it. This one's a little creakier. There's 2 on the right, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, then 2 on the left, and so it's like a little bit of a longer, short, long, short, and I'm gonna say that like you're you bump a little bit. There's a little bit of like jarring, and your oars take a little bit of damage. They're not as pristine as they were, and now you're coming up to the big one, and it's going to be. It kind of combines all of them. It's going to be what looks to be 2 big slip and slides with a couple of quickies, and then a random volley that you can't see yet because it's now really picking up. The water splashing everywhere. There's a lot of mist. So I'm going to have you guys roll 2 rolls. Let's do the first one. Ren.
Ooh, 24.
Peleus.
18.
Yamhorn.
27.
What?
Duroc.
24. How are you rolling so high?
All right.
Ulagon is with him, man.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you guys make it through. You do another sort of drift, not as big as the first one. This one's a little bit more of a half pipe, and then you make it through the first couple of quick right, left, right, and roll again.
19.
13.
Caleb.
18.
27.
Hey, there we go.
Nice.
Suck it.
Still not a competition.
Still, you all die. So yeah, Ren directs out, and Peleus is like, I say, and then now this one it relies on which one do you won this time? All right, so this time Duroc's like. He corrects the boat and nudges Yamhorn this time, getting him back for the last time, and makes him even helps him real quick and grabs it, and Yamhorn's like, I've got it, and then you do a couple more quickies, and now let's go back to the first roll. What was it for staying on the boat?
We did
athletics.
Athletics. Okay,
And
everyone roll.
I
me
lean over to
athletics.
Duroc during this point and I say, "You're starting to get it. Good job."
Yeah, that's a 7.
Okay.
11.
24.
23.
That's okay. It wasn't part of the competition.
Yeah, the competition is over. Yamhorn won 6-2 over Duroc. You owe him 5 gold pieces.
Yamhorn, if I knew it only cost me 5 gold pieces to get you to roll well, I would have been spending money from the get-go.
What are you talking about rolling?
You suck at everything. My 5 gold was well spent. Here you go.
I give you 5 XP for that zing. I liked it. No, you know what? Not 5 XP. You get a Bentley point.
Oh, there you go.
Bentley point. Y'all suck.
Which is just, what are they actually?
Inspiration.
Okay. You get a Bentley point. Okay, so now all of a sudden you've come out of
But
that.
I've got my pride.
Yamhorn does a little, Yamhorn is sad because Duroc talks trash about the gold pieces, and then and Peleus, you got a what?
11.
And the 7.
7.
Okay. As Duroc is talking trash to Yamhorn, something feels funny to you for a second, and you realize you've gone over a waterfall. Which is funny. It made me laugh that you guys thought about that earlier. You're out. You're like motionless. You're for a second. You're like, eh? And then the bow starts to go down. And Duroc and Yamhorn both realize. And for cinematic effect, they clutch each other like a couple of Scooby-Doo characters. Ah! And one hand clutching, one hand holding onto the boat or whatever. Peleus, you are flipped out the back and you're in a swan dive at this point. You can do whatever you want from here.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that you're
gonna die.
No,
You're
no,
gonna
I
hit
wouldn't.
some sharp rocks.
But you're definitely at least 100 feet up from what you can tell. But there's a lot of foam and mist down there. Ren, when it went out, it's as it started to fall, you just flew out of the boat because
the boat starts going and he's just standing there.
I'll tell you this.
Where'd the boat go?
I'll tell you this. You went over and Peleus knocked into you, which knocked you out of the boat. Okay. So now you're both free falling in the air at this point, and the two Home Alone folks are holding on to each other, falling. But you will land and hit the water miraculously, beating my DC. and you made it. So you guys land, and now safely in the boat, soaked, like it plunks and then like comes back up and that sort of stuff, and you guys are soaked. And we cut to Peleus and Ren in the air.
I want to grab Peleus and use my cloak to fly.
Okay.
And try to keep from falling damaging amounts.
All right, sure. Let's say to grab. What would you say to grab him out of the midair? Because you guys are falling.
It's dexterity to grab somebody.
Yeah, I would say acrobatics then. You're falling through the air and you're flying, but he's probably having such a good time. I would imagine Peleus just like. He's like, well, if I'm going out,
he's like slapping away his
it.
hands.
I had a good run.
But that's a 21 to grab him.
Okay, great. So you finally get Peleus under control, and I would imagine because you're so small, I'm gonna say that you tell him to hold on to you, like a kid holding like a stuffed teddy bear, and it's up to Peleus if he does.
Or I'll do that.
All right, and then with the power of your cloak, kind of like when you get in a car with you're used to driving your car, but then 4 people get in your car and you're like, oh, this car seems a little slower than I remember it. Ren's kind of like, all right, cloak, and you're definitely slowing down. But it takes a while, and then you go through like the fog and the mist, and like you come out on the other side, and you realize you're like right above Durok, and at the last second, you fly out over majestically above them. I'm going to even say like you kind of buzz them over the top of their heads. They both look up and like forward at you.
And the water
Ren,
like...
and it looks to them like Peleus is flying like a missile like this, but really underneath like Ren is controlling flight.
Yeah.
And so you are safe. Well done. And you guys are slowly moving forward like at the bottom, and so you may go back to the boat or whatever you guys would like to do.
That wasn't so bad.
Yeah, it's a good thing I hung on to you.
Fun times all around.
It was. If you didn't hang on to me, you would have got bumped out of the boat.
No, I was thinking that for you, though. Why am I talking like you now?
I'm glad.
What's going on?
I'm glad Ulagan was able to help you with all of those things.
Yeah. Me too.
Oh, is that what it took? A direct act of God to get you to roll well?
Maybe a little.
And as you guys are roasting each other and having a good time, you kind of come out of the mist. And you see a dock up ahead of you. You also see somewhat of a small town up ahead of you, what you assume would be a town compared to everything else that you've seen thus far, except for when you were at the beginning.
It's not a group of tigers, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
It's a tiger town.
Oh, no!
Surprise.
That one ran off and told all the friends.
Yeah.
It's a town of were-tigers.
The tiger mayor and all of his tiger constables.
With his tiger sash and a top hat.
Yeah.
They're all waiting for you on the docks with their arms folded, just tapping their foot. So you guys pull up to the dock, and what's surprising to you about this place is that there's this town, and it sounds somewhat raucous. It seems almost, if you were from this distance at least to sort of like guess, not a dissimilar sound to like the original part that that the Golden Tooth took you to. Excuse me. It sounds like a pirate. It sounds like Tortuga. It's it sounds very piratey to you. And you pull up to the dock. And there's a similar stand there with a little T stop on top of it. And it's up to you guys to tell me what you'd like to do.
As we come in, I like to think Durek's got one foot kind of up near his tiger head on the bow, and he's just like, humming to himself. I do.
That's your shanty. That's your shanty
your
tune
song.
that he's singing.
Yeah, I know.
Sticks.
Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah,
Okay,
I made
just
it up.
making sure. Yeah.
I got to look out for a parrot. There's got to be a parrot.
Do you guys dock your boat and get onto the little?
Dock our boat,
Okay.
and then we get out.
As soon as we're close,
it's the same little thing. It looks very. You're like, we've made a checkpoint. So you get out, and you see another ledger there.
I feel like as soon as I get on the dock, I stretch like I just got off an airplane, and I casually walk over to the ledger and take the quill to sign in. Like it's no like we just took a normal boat.
Do you know the team name that Peleus was using?
Peleus Pirate People, or it was PPP. I remember that.
The Peleus Pirate Pals, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peleus' Pirate Pals.
Okay. And okay, if you'd like to, or if if you all are cool with Yamhorn doing it,
it's up to you guys. But
yeah, I don't care.
That's what I.
Yeah, sign us in.
All right,
great. So Yamhorn, make me a perception check.
Poison paper. He's dead.
That would be a natural 20.
Okay, great. So then, with that natural 20, you were like,
can I have a little more fanfare than
classic?
Oh, that's great.
Classic Yamhorn, in classic Yamhorn fashion, you were probably looking over like Peleus' shoulder when he was signing in last time, and you see some of the names, but like that you recognize from the last time, but you also see that like the list is a little shorter here.
Some of them didn't make it,
and you guys are definitely above at least 2 or 3 teams that have tried before. Or like a single name, because some people do it themselves.
Is this going to be like a worldwide leaderboard for the people that listen to our podcast?
The PUBG.
They can do like their own island adventure, and we can all compare scores.
That's awesome.
The ledger is like the leaderboard.
We should add that to the website.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't like when Rhett figures out ideas that I have. I don't like it.
My bad.
He does it far too frequently. So, as you guys all get there on the dock, and Yamhorn is signing in, he probably even relays to you a little bit like, hey, some people aren't here this time. People are missing, that sort of stuff. You hear the fluttering of some wings, and what seems to be the same parrot lands on the little tea stands. And since Yamhorn is the closest, in his right little foot, he holds out a piece of what looks like metal to you, rounded a little bit on the edge, but then jagged on the on other edges.
Greetings to ye. This is Camp Cacophony. Search the city and let your curiosity foster to complete the medallion of Langdon the Imposter. Squawk.
And then he flies off.
I take it, and I look at it.
Okay.
Do I see anything interesting about it besides the jagged and rounded edge? So it kind of looks
on the inside
like it's part of a BFF necklace kind of a thing.
I mean, it looks...
I mean, to Caleb. Caleb is asking that, not Yamhorn. Yamhorn doesn't know what a BFF is. He's never had one. Except
it definitely looks like there should be, from what you can tell, at least 3 pieces.
Okay.
Because if this is rounded,
yeah,
you just
there could
assume.
be another third and another third. Okay. Did you guys hear that parrot?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got one piece. Should we head into town?
Yeah, let's head into town.
Who should hang on to this?
I'll hold on to it.
Besides Peleus. Okay.
I mean,
no offense, Peleus.
Why not me? I'm good. I'm trustworthy.
I mean, you guys recall the thing that Ren did last time we gave him the stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sure, he tends to hand it over to people he just met.
I'm holding it.
I mean, you guys want me to hold it? I'm clearly the most durable, constitutional one of us.
Start to put it in my pocket.
They used to call me Durable Duroc.
Until that day.
Yeah, now they don't call me that anymore.
And it's in my pocket.
All right, I guess Ren has it for now.
Well, let's make the most of it now because we won't have it for long.
So we have to find 4 more pieces of 8.
3
more pieces of 4.
It was way off.
And with Duroc's wonderful explanation of how treasure works, that is where we leave it for this week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all very much for tuning in to Chaotic Amateurs. Make sure you give us a review. Share us with your friends, anything like that. Or, hit us up on the Twitter and the Instagrams, too. We want to hear from you. I have been Bentley Michaels for Season 3, host and DM. To my right, I have...
Caleb is Yamhorn Darrell.
Dash is Peleus Eoner.
Bet is Direct Dragonsbane.
Milo is Ren.
Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.